You guys are still here?
You are?
Well, I think we had an interesting conversation there, but we continue to work through trying to find the way out of this. I firmly believe there are no winners in a government shutdown, and I think that's the best way forward to make sure government does not shut down. Questions?
So what are you going to do now? Are you open to a clean continuing resolution for a couple weeks? Is that where you're headed now?
I think if we had a clean one without Ukraine on it, we could probably be able to move that through. I think if the Senate puts Ukraine on there and focuses Ukraine over America, I think that could cause real problems.
So you would accept the CR without border provisions? Is that what you're saying? You think that?
As well, look, our goal is to secure the border, and that works as we work the appropriations. As you remember, the House is the only one that's passed any appropriations, 70% of all the discretionary. The Senate has not. I think it's productive if we keep the House open while we finish our work. And so what I've directed the members is they were supposed to be out next week. They won't. We're back here finishing our work, and we'll finish through all 12 appropriation
So
bills.
what's your timeline on this now at this point? Obviously, the government shuts down tonight at midnight. Is that just baked in the cake at this point?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think we can still move.
Did you tell President Zelensky that you would not be supporting Ukraine funding last week?
I didn't know that came up.
So you're saying that a clean CR for 2 weeks with extending current
Zelensky
funding,
didn't talk about shutdown or what was in the CR. He never brought any of the CR up.
but you're extending current funding levels for 2 weeks. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that.
Without Ukraine. So
No, you asked me a question of which way to go and where we're going. I look at what the Senate is doing, and I think what the Senate produces, if they produce it in the manner that they are, is probably lead us to a shutdown. If they produced a clean ability to keep the government open while we finished our work and they've got into their approach bills, I think we could solve that problem.
Chronology here, are you saying you want the Senate to go first?
No, I'd like to go first, but I don't know that the Democrats will vote for a clean continuing resolution. You should ask them that question.
Well, I think we have, but.
And what'd they say?
It's a mix really across the
No,
board.
but exactly.
Tomorrow then are you doing that vote? Like just what's your timing?
I'm looking right now. I had proposed to put a clean one up, but the Democrats won't vote for it, so that would be a shutdown, but I'm working through maybe be able to do that.
So do you intend to reach out to Leader Jeffries then about that? At what point is reaching out to Democrats preferable to failing again with just Republicans?
I don't know. Did we fail when we passed all those approach bills?
You failed on the CR today.
The CR didn't pass, but it's just like in life. If you quit after the first time, it's only a failure if you quit. If the clock runs out.
I mean, do you intend to reach out to Democrats to perhaps pursue a different outcome?
I have talked to Democrats. Unfortunately, Democrats don't even want to vote for a clean one. I think they want to sit down.
It's not that you're
Yes.
willing to accept not cutting spending, keeping it at current funding levels. Is that what you're
Look,
saying?
what I see in the Senate, it's the limits that we agreed to in the debt ceiling, to move that forward as we finish our appropriation bills. I'd like to keep government open.
What are you voting on tomorrow? Are you voting on more?
We're working on that right now, and we'll post it, and you'll be able to see it.
Question.
Democrats kind of feel that they already compromised by offering only $6 billion in their CR in the Senate. So
No,
what's the difference
no.
between you saying zero and the idea of how is $6 billion when the
No,
administration wants
no.
$24 billion not a compromise?
No, that's in the supplemental. We're talking about keeping the government open, and they're changing the priorities. I think when you're talking about keeping the government open, when you're dealing with CR, you're dealing with what you're just funding right now. That's extra, and that's a whole nother discussion. So if they would like to keep the government open, which I would like to do, we would be able to move forward as we finish our appropriation bills. Thank you all very much.